Today, should big-name developers be allowed to make money from the App Store? The nerve of them! This is CheckPoint.
Welcome to CheckPoint. This here is what we in the industry call a two-shot.
Really? I've always called it a drop shot.
Why?
I don't know, just sounds neat. It's not a sex thing. Okay. After reporting on the Subway Uncharted promotion, we thought bizarre video game promotional tie-ins couldn't get stranger, but in swoops Del Taco to save the day. The fast food taco chain is promoting indie game Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet with a sticker giveaway. This is awesome. Why do promotions have to make any sense? They don't anymore. We are living in a postmodern marketing world. Why does synergy need to exist? It doesn't. Next up, Abercrombie & Fitch promotes Minecraft. Why not?
Slash, not the fanfiction, the bassist and Guitar Hero cover model, was in LA recently promoting the new real guitar music game, Band Fuse Rock Legends. While he doesn't play video games himself, he enjoyed making the live appearance because apparently kids today thought that he was just a Guitar Hero character and, quote, a lot of kids tripped out that I was actually a real person. These same kids probably think Welcome to the Jungle is just the theme song to GTA San Andreas.
A study has shown that playing World of Warcraft increases brain function in the elderly, presumably because all that yelling at your raid party takes mental faculties. In the study, one group of seniors acted as the control, and another played WoW for 14 hours over a period of 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Try 14 hours a day, noobs. Jeez, no wonder you geezers are so undergeared. That might get you some heroic blues, but no one's downing Deathwing with that lack of commitment.
Angry Birds factory ROVIO might be looking to make some game studio acquisitions and may move into publishing other games. But we expect that hopeful game devs will have to keep in mind that every game needs to meet ROVIO's exacting emotion and animal requirements, and that there must always be anger and birds. It's all they know how to do.
Do you want to play a full-fledged JRPG on your iPhone? Well, you can if you've got the money. Paul Saunders takes a look at iOS RPG pricing. Paul.
When Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions was released for iOS at $16, people couldn't believe how expensive it was. Doesn't Square know how iOS pricing works? It's maybe a $5 game. Maybe. Well, now they've just released it for iPad at $18, and it's not universal. Again, Square? Come on, for iPad you're looking at $6 or $7 at a stretch. Except that this isn't some iOS exclusive game with the Final Fantasy branding slapped on it so they can jack up the price tag. This is the PSP remake of Final Fantasy Tactics, considered to be one of the all-time great games for the PS1 and the best tactical RPG ever. This is at least a 60-hour game, probably more, and you'd pay that much to have it on your PSP. You can't look at games in an iPhone vacuum. The TomTom app is $60 on iOS. That's ridiculously expensive. But a dedicated TomTom device is like $200, so if you've already got an iPhone, $60 is a steal. And here's the important part. Consider the alternative to the $18 iOS game, the nickel and diming of in-app purchases. When all the top grossing apps in the App Store are free, that worries me. That means that all the revenue is from in-app purchases. How much will these games actually cost me? I'd rather spend $18 and know that I just have the game. Although $18 for a game that isn't universal is still pretty much bullshit. And give it iCloud syncing. Like seriously, Square, figure it out.
Thank you, Paul.
You know, Paul, you raised some really good points, but you don't go and explain things like why right now in the App Store there is a version of the first Shin Megami Tensei game for $14 that is not translated into English, so it's still in Japanese, and it's a port of a GBA game, and half the screen is the GBA controls.
Money?
Yeah, I was thinking aside from that.
No.
Coming up, California's attempt to remove First Amendment protection from video games cost the state $1.8 million. Let this be a warning.